Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will explain what are all the new rewards you will be able to get in patch 11.1.5 through the new Nightfall scenario and also through the new Renown, the Flames Radiance. And this is something you will start being able to do on April 22nd, so next week. And remember that this is the only thing you will really have access to because the Vision of Nazot and also the Distorted Duos, which are the two other main activities of patch 11.1.5, will only be available later on. So for the first month, this is the main activity and the main rewards you will be able to farm. Okay, so just before I go into the different rewards, the main information for you to have in mind is the fact that the scenario is taking place right here, as you can see in Nightfall. And basically, this is very similar to the other events that are available in Kazalgar. You just want to go there, you will have a progression bar and you will be able to get 3 different type of rewards depending on how much you progress into the scenario. And with this, you also have some daily quests and weekly quests that are linked to it. And so this is the main activity you will be able to do. And then with this, you also have a new Renown track and some new Renowns that will be available. And so again here, if you want to participate in that, you will simply need to do all the different activities that are linked to this new scenario in this specific zone. So the main way for you to get some reputation is again by doing these different daily quests right here. As you can see, you have a few of them that will reward you with some reputation. You also have a weekly quest, and then finally you also have some one-time quests that you will also be able to do. And normally like that, you will be able to gain enough to upgrade your renown. There's only 10 of them, so it's not too difficult, I think, to upgrade it to the maximum. And hopefully this is something you will be able to do during this month. And if you have to wait a little bit longer, normally again, it should not be too much of a struggle to reach Renown 10. So first of all, when it comes to the different Renown rewards, these are the ones you will be able to get. As you can see right here, we have this toy, which will allow you to stay in rhythm to keep the flame in the air. So this is something that will cost you 5,000 of the resonance crystals, and you will be able to unlock it at Renown 2. Then we will have at Renown 3 this pet right here, which is a cute little voidish Lynx. And so you will be able to buy it for 6,500 of the different resonance crystals. Then at Renown 4, we will have the Flames Radiance banner, which will be a very tall banner you will be able to plant in the ground. Then at Renown 6, we will be able to get this over cute pet right here, which I think again looks really, really nice. Then we will also be able to get the Radiant Lynx whistle, which is basically a new mailbox toy that you will be able to use. Very similar, for instance, to this one right here that you can spawn, and then you will be able to check your mail wherever you are. So this is actually going to be a very, very useful toy for you to have. The only downside is the fact that this is a 3 hours cooldown, but still, this is really good to add to your collection. Then after that, at Renown 7, you will be able to get this backpack cosmetic right here. Then after that, at Renown 8, you will be able to unlock 2 new schematics customizations for your dirigible. Then after that, we will also have at rank 9 the mount, the Radiant Imperial Lynx, which again, I think looks pretty cool. There is this new color on the armor, so yeah, a pretty nice mount overall. And after that, finally, at rank 10, you will be able to get the Necklace of the Devote, which is the main necklace from this faction, and something that hopefully will allow you to get some pretty good stats, as you can see, even though the eye level, in my opinion, is pretty low. After that, we have 2 new category of sets. So first, we have these different white and gold sets that you will be able to get through the Renown and through, as you will see, one specific item. So this is the cloth version right here. You then have right here the leather version, which is also really, really cool. Then you have the male version, which is this one right here. And then my favorite one is the plate version, which is this one and the one that all these different mobs right here are also wearing. So in order to get this first set, basically you will need to do this weekly quest right here. And per week on each of your character, you will be able to receive one of these items right here, the Radiant Emblem of Service, that will allow you to exchange for one of these different armor pieces. So here, as you can see, you have all the different weapons and everything. And then you have all the different armors right here. So this is how you will be able to get your hands on these different sets. So normally if you have a bunch of alts, you should be able to farm it right away because you normally will be able to get one per week per character. But again, this is something that we'll have to wait next week to confirm. But overall, it should not be too difficult for you to get a full set and to get these really cool appearances. Then we also have the purple tints of all these different sets. So here, as you can see, this is the cloth armor. Then after that, we have the leather set. After that, we have the mail set right here. And finally, we also have the plate set, which again, in my opinion, is the best one out of all of them. So the way you get these ones is a little bit more easy in my opinion. Basically, you will be able to get some of these PCs randomly from these different confiscated cultist bags, which are the rewards for completing the different daily quests. And so it means that on each of your characters, you will be able to get a bunch of them every day. Of course, it's not guaranteed that you will get one of them, but normally you should be able to get quite a lot of these different pieces of gear by doing that. Also, similar to the theater event in the Isle of Dorn, you will be able to get the different bags, the green one, blue one, and epic one when completing the scenario. And when you reach the epic one inside, you should also be able to get some of these different pieces of gear, I believe. So this is another way for you to get some of them. And finally, of course, if you want to also use your different emblems, you will be able to buy, for instance, the different weapons. And I believe normally you should also be able to buy the different armor pieces with these different emblems. So again, normally it should be another way for you to get these different purple tints if you prefer them compared to the white ones. From the different confiscated cultist bags that again you will be able to farm on a daily basis on all your different characters, you will also have a small chance at getting this mount right here, the Void Scared Lynx, which is again a very similar mount that all the ones we've already had, but you have this voidish thing around it. And one thing that is pretty cool about the mount, but sadly you won't really be able to see it, is the fact that the armor that the mount is wearing is the purple tint of all the different Arathi armors. But again, sadly, you won't really be able to see that because you have the overall voidish tint on top of the mount. Finally, the last item that I want to mention is the new tabard for this faction. And what's interesting with this tabard is the fact that you will be able to increase the look of your tabard when you upgrade your different renowns with this faction. So at Renown 1, you will be able to get this basic tabard right here, which is still very, very nice. And as you can see, again, this is something you will be able to get right away as soon as you interact with the Renown Quartermaster. Then when you reach Renown 5, you can go back to talk to the Renown Quartermaster and you will be able this time to get this upgraded version right here, which again, I think looks super, super cool. And finally, upon reaching Renown 10, which is the maximum Renown, you will be able to get the epic version, which is this one right here. And again, you can just go back and talk to the Renown Quartermaster and he will automatically give you this new version of your tabard. So in total, you will be able to get all three different appearances and then you can choose the one that you want to use, but all of them are super cool. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you think about this new scenario and what you think also about all these new rewards. And in general, if you are excited or not for patch 11.1.5, even though not all the content will be available right away. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos. And in the meantime, I wish you all a great day. Bye.